who's doing it? Who looks like they tried harder to make a product that we would love? One of you? Is one of you Canon color science and its abilities? The other, little Asian on those skin tones. One of you for sure.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
Is it more obvious if I start walking? Which one? Canon V10 versus DJI Pocket 3, and obviously the real winner is right there. We'll get to him. Is one more stable and shaky, but better color? Oh my God, look at you both. Wow, that's fantastic. So today we will battle the little tiny cute Canon V10 versus the Pocket 3. On paper, they're the same target audience. They're both designed for vlogging TikTok scrubs who scrub their grandparents' feet at night for allowance money to buy more memory cards. Oh, the losers. But although they're the similar price, loud ass trucks, $519 for the Pocket 3, $429 for the V10. So this is fair enough. It's close. It's in the ballpark. We're designed for vlogging. Boom. Why, hello. Back to you. So similar price, but on paper, it's like literally embarrassing when you look through the specs. We're doing 4K 24p 8-bit versus 4K 120 10-bit log. This has only one color profile, basically. It's standard, over sharpened as hell, straight out the box. You can't alter a damn thing. But do you need to? Of course you don't. We're in Canon color science autofocus. Let's let that sink in. Is Canon a bit wider? How dare you? Wow, 19mm versus 20mm. But this has digital stabe, which tells me that the Pocket 3 actually has digital stabe on. That gimbal probably doesn't even do anything. It's just digital. It's just action cam stabe. It's a joke. It's pretend gimbal versus the digital only stabe of the Canon V10. Like, honestly, it's a joke. If you're considering, which one should I buy? Like, if you actually thought that was a serious question, what the hell is that noise? I can't take you serious if you're actually debating, like a serious debate in your mind. Which one should I get? I just can't make up my mind. Like, it's not even close. But there's the odd redeeming quality of the Canon. That you have Canon color science, at least. Are you in focus ever? It hunts a lot, doesn't it? But you could life hack your way. In fact, let's just lock it off. Boom, we're on me. Lock it. There, it's no longer autofocusing. And am I exposed? That brings us to the first flaw of the Canon. There's no aperture priority mode in here. You're either full auto or full manual with auto ISO. We have the ND on, so we're in manual, so we can get a slight tone back there. There's bound to be one of those people are blurred out. It's a witness protection program. And we're winning at life. Versus the versatility of the Pocket 3. It's like, that seems illegal. He's on a motorcycle on the sidewalk. I'll have you arrested, good sir. Okay. So, I got distracted by almost dying. Sorry for the adrenaline. I'm a human boy. So this is about as good an image as you're gonna get on this little guy. Let's switch into auto mode to show you what most people are gonna get. Ta-da! So now I'm potentially exposed properly, although no I'm not. Oh God, I should have done that exposure comp, kind of minus like 2 on that easily. Last time I did -1 thinking, oh, that's what you have to do. No, it wasn't even close to enough. So we're in autofocus, full auto mode. If you're just doing this, you come to a corner and it's like, hey man, this is my city, it's not bad. She has a pizza. She eats pizza, but she's fit. So you can be fit too and eat whatever the hell you want. I have acne, she doesn't. I eat mangoes. On paper, those sound healthier, don't they? Right? But she has better skin with just pizza. So it's like, I obviously don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know why that happened. So you could do that. It's just when you start walking, bad things happen. The light's about to change, and I'm about to demonstrate it to you. If you're careful, not really, even if you weren't, but it's bad. It shakes in the sky. There's all kinds of flashing because it's electronic only, even though a GoPro doesn't do that. The DJI Action 4, which I definitely didn't just sell. I love that thing. Love that. I figured, because I transition, more pizza people with perfect skin. How's your skin, sir? Oh, yeah. Good skin. Both of them. That's impressive. So honestly, the stabe's pretty bad, and even if you go into enhanced, it doesn't make it much better at all. It's just, well, let's do it. That's a bigger crop. And like technically it's smoother, but like you still get all the distracting flashes in the sky. And it's just like, I don't know, man. Canon, what were you thinking when you designed this thing? Knowing that the Pocket 3 just came out. If we're comparing the two companies, their mindsets when they were making it, DJI was like a kid who like thought, what could we make for vloggers? This could be so cool. Imagine a little gimbal and oh my God, give them super slow-mo. And they like to color grade for some reason. All right, 10-bit log. And let's do the color science right. Let's perfect stay, best autofocus phase detect. All right, let's throw everything we got. This is our one chance. It was Eminem in 8 Mile versus like Canon is Papa Doc. It was just like, oh man. Oh, they just did everything I wish we could have done. Uh-oh. I don't want to exist. Let's just release the prototype we had. And it's like this old guy who's just like has no idea what the hell the youth of today is. Like just like me. If there was a kid in high school and I talked to him, I wouldn't even understand him. He was raised on an iPad. Like our generations are far apart. I've read a book once. 2 of them. Twice. Versus the Pocket 3, and it's like, wow, what a difference. Like just a company that cared and was excited versus, let's just release whatever the hell, who cares? It won't kill anyone. It might. It might even. The craziest thing is there's no lens stabilization in here or IBIS. It's only digital. Some companies can do that really good, but DJI went the extra mile. It's like a gimbal plus really good digital stabe. So it's like they have all bases covered. I can go on a scooter ride. I can do pretty much anything with this, which is why I got rid of the Action 4. I was like, why do I even have that? I'm not in focus ever on it. It's annoying. It's small, but smaller than that? Nothing is. Nothing is smaller than that or the thing below it. In my pants. In fact, let us switch back to both these. Like, look at how I have to carry this one. How awkward that is. Sticking out. Whereas this one nice and flat, sticking right there. Boom. A little eBay lens cap. Is one noticeably better? You can tell, like, oh, 1-inch sensor, modern. Like 6 years later? No, 9? I forget when the Sony X3000 was invented. 2016, I want to say. 8 years? Are we serious? As we start walking, are you seeing something now? Maybe. But like, how the hell are we still in? Okay, now you should see it. Sony's never been the best in low light. It's a shady time for all of us. Okay, now you win, right, Canon? Or do you? Oh my God. I started this channel with this camera, Sony X3000, and I was making them like literally in the studio. That was my camera. I had the Panasonic G85, but it was such a pain in the ass to set up with my 50mm manual focus lens that I was like, I'd rather just pick this up and grab it, who cares? You're trying to compete with my X3000. You're the successor. You're the Terminator guy that comes back and he can grow back his arms and he's all liquid metal now and you think you're killing Arnold Schwarzenegger? No. This did full HD 120 frames per second and HD 240. Optical stabe, best in the business, plus digital if you need to iron out the kinks. You're doing HD 60 frames per second with terrible contrast detect autofocus, no stabilization except for digital flashy artifacty stabe, and like the dumbest down interface where you cannot control a damn thing. You have an ND filter in there though. Wow. What if we were to do an angry dad walking test? Little Timmy, guess whose homework is late and wrong? By the way, 2 + 7 is not 61, it's 86. You stupid kid, I taught you that when you were 6. Whoa, that's some weird stabe. Who won? Like, be honest with yourself. Which would you rather watch right now if I was to vlog walking like this? This camera, V10, that's autofocus hunting, flashing in the sky, not super stable, kind of shaky, decent color science, or the Sony X3000, which is not perfect stabe, but like, come on now. For this old thing in 2016, which was barely doing the digital stabe, and then GoPro came out with hyper smooth, and it's like, oh my god, but Sony color science, it's a natural look. Come on now. And this thing's lighter, should be cheaper, but it's not. It's more expensive if anything. If you take control on the Canon, you go full manual, then you have a somewhat respectable image. It's just like all the specs are gone still. Using the camera isn't that great. The battery life isn't even good. And you can't replace the battery. I used to bring one spare battery in the back and I'd do like videos for like 3 days, and then, oh yeah, my batteries run out, and then I switch it, and then I keep going and charge the other one when I get home. It was very easy. Whereas this, like, you're done. You're gonna bring a power brick or something. Yay! You just lose so much with the Canon V10, and Small Rig is supposed to send me this cage. It's taken forever. I want to return this thing, but hot damn. Like, I bought it as a joke just to test it. Like, I knew it was bad, but I didn't know how bad, and I thought maybe Canon color science. In the studio, I would say this is better than the Pocket 3 even. It's like, okay, decent colors. Pocket 3 never looks good at home. So it's like, okay, that's your one thing, but like, really, you're going to buy this for a studio cam? We all know the X3000 is the best studio cam to date, and we're waiting for the X4000 anytime now, Sony. Stop pretending that you don't know what the hell you're doing and making camera after camera worse than this one. We know you're going to get back on track. Action cams for the future. So if you're in the market for a vlogging cam for this, and you do some studio stuff, and it's between this Canon V10 and the DJI Pocket 3, obviously, most people aren't going to get this. Like, honestly, like, the DJI Action 4 is better in every single way. But this is funnier to me, and it's more nostalgic, just because I grew up with that camera, and it was so good back in the day, and it still is. There's still channels out there that only use it, and they're very more successful than I am. So it's like, you don't need anything more than this. It's just, it's pricey for what it is today, and there's no reason to get it. But if it was between the V10 and the Pocket 3, hot damn, unless you did 90% in studio work, and only the odd vlog, that's the only reason. But Pocket 3 is so much more fun, and if you're doing slow motion street videography, are you joking? 4K 120, HD 240, discreet, super stable, it's like, This has nothing fun. There's nothing you can do in here except change some colors. Disgusting though. Like teal and orange. It wasn't even teal or orange. So could you do worse than this? I don't know that you even could if you tried. I can't even, like maybe an Picasso Brave or something. It's like, okay, that's worse. Or the Fimi Palm. Do they even make those anymore? Like, I'm sure there's worse cameras, but like barely. There's barely worse. So, Canon, you suck. But Canon color science is still true to this day. It's just, that doesn't count for everything. You have to put some specs in the thing. There's so much I would improve over this, but whatever, man. I'm always downsizing my gear to have the least amount possible, and this would never make my lineup. So you're going somewhere soon. Sell it or return it, and I'll be happier than if I had it. So I'll leave. Are you donating your Bitcoin technology to my face? Thank you for doing it. Subscribe for more. Wait, I'll see you next.